When March rolls around, fans are excited to watch their favorite baseball teams take the field, and it also gives them the chance to create their own fantasy team, that is. But during baseball season, the Arizona Diamondbacks may not have enough time to create their own fantasy team, but once football season rolls around, that's a different story.
Fantasy baseball we don't really tend to dive into. Fantasy football, basketball every once in a while, but football is the main one.
I follow football a lot. I mean, I love baseball and play it and everything, but fantasy football is probably my thing more than fantasy baseball.
D-backs players set up a 12-man fantasy football league last season, and as you can imagine, playing with professional athletes can get pretty competitive.
I actually don't know who won because my team was so bad I stopped even keeping track of it. So I had a few season-ending injuries on my team. So yeah, not a good year for me.
Last year was a disappointing year. I lost in the championship, but usually every year, with the year before, Huddy and I were GMs, in this league, and we got dead last, and it hurt.
And the question I was dying to ask: if you played fantasy baseball, would you draft yourself?
I'd like to say I would.
Yeah, I would. Coming off a year last year, not that great, but you always got to have confidence in yourself. You always got to draft yourself.
And then there was Hudson.
No, probably not, because then I'd get mad at myself too much for doing bad.
While they may not agree on drafting themselves, they all agreed their friends better put them on their team.
You got to, especially being a friend. A friend's got to pick up a friend.
I think most of my friends, they probably would draft me.
I think they probably do, just to tell me that they do, and then they give me a hard time if I don't do well.
So whether they're playing on a real team or playing in a fantasy league, the Diamondbacks go all out. In Scottsdale, I'm Chelsea Smith, Arizona Republic's Cactus League.